Why hello there, fellow carjackers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Arctic, episode 19, Planning for Crime. Welcome everybody to Project Zomboid Arctic. Let me give you a little bit of recap. Last stream, we worked on trying to make the sort of high-rise that I currently live in safe. So let me open the map. So I live here in this little high-rise, and we cut it up of various ways. We then hooked up a generator and got gasoline from a gas station, this one, and started looting and started breaking down furniture for skill, and then I fell and shattered my femur. So we're dealing with me having incredibly low movement speed, but that isn't going to deter me. I am going to still adventure as if I am able-bodied. So here is the poll about what I'm going to work on tomorrow. And I'm going to talk a little bit about these options, where they would take me. So a welder's mask, which is option number 1, would probably take me down to these warehouses. Most likely. I could also try to go to auto body shops, but I think bang for my buck, the warehouses are going to be better. Scavenging for books would take me down to the book emporium, which is this little red marker here. There are some books I'm still missing. So most of the books I need, I have, except for mechanics. Mechanics 1 I am missing, and that would be pretty vital if I ever want to fix up a car or hotwire cars. So that is that. VHS tapes. There aren't a lot of tape stores around me. I would have to travel pretty far. I think there's a tape store here. Maybe I should start marking them. I don't know with what symbol. This kind of looks like tapes. That looks like a piece of mail. But I believe that's a tape store. And then there's another one in the strip mall to the north. So that would be here-ish. Let me cross-reference. I think here. So as you can see, they're really not close to me. And then there's another tape store like way south in the park. I guess I'll mark it down for posterity, but it's not likely somewhere I'm going to head. I wish I had this memorized. I wish I had an eidetic memory. Sort of. From what I've read, people with eidetic memories, it's a bit of a curse more than a blessing. But when I'm trying to find points of interest on a stupid map, I would love one. No, whatever, I'm not going to mark it down. Organizing loot, because the base is, of course, messy. There's learn to hotwire cars. Likely to learn to hotwire cars, that would be a mix of getting Mechanics Book 1 and then trying to find tapes. So that's kind of a complicated one that's currently leading the polls. Work on tailoring, work on carpentry, or viewer suggestions. So I'll leave that up to you. And let's get sleeping. Another thing I probably ought to do is to reapply my splint, because for every level of first aid that you have, you get a little bit of a bonus to recovery for things like splint legs. So I'm going to remove it and then put it back, as I believe that will then apply the new bonus. You've wondered what playthrough is the end screen? If you look at the credits, read the top right. It actually informs you it is not a playthrough. It is just the credit screen. Okay, we are going to try to hotwire cars. The question I have for you guys is, what do I go for first? Go for books or go for tapes? My 2 cents, books are going to be more useful than tapes, because I can learn mechanics without the tapes. Reading the book, well, I don't know. They're about equal. And then while you guys vote on that, I am going to go make myself some food for the day. And maybe collect a little bit more scrap wood. But yeah, I will not be moving very quickly. Taking a look at my skills, I've got Carpentry up to 4, which is pretty good. I don't have the book fully read for levels 5 through 6. I don't have any of the cook red, even though I have cook level 1, because I'm doing a lot of cooking. I do still weigh an absurd amount, which eventually is going to be a bit of a problem. I'm trying to diet. The problem is that there's... As you are well fed, you heal faster. So I have to decide whether I want to heal faster or diet, and I can't really do both. So I'm going to try to diet, as I think that will be ultimately more useful to me. Because I also have slow healing, so I'm not going to be healing quickly, like, regardless. Alright, and before I head out, while you guys vote, I am going to do a little check on the plants, because they are my lifeline, after all. With the loot quantity and level where they are, it's very difficult to, you know, find enough food. And maybe I'll make some stews before I head out, too. Some very boring basic stews. In fact, the stews weighed so much that I was becoming injured. Nice. One of the advantages of learning how to hotwire cars is my current vehicle is just a few bumps away from being knocked out of commission. So it would definitely help for, you know, having a better vehicle, and then also possibly using vehicles as weapons. Because of course, when I arrive at a point of interest, it would be really nice to just run over zombies that are in my way, rather than have to slog. So it looks like we're going to be looking for books. Got it. So I'll be trying to find Mechanics 1, and then really any other book in the list of books. And then after that, I'm going to head to the VHS stores to try to find the Mechanics tapes, because that is way the fastest way to get to Mechanics 2. The other way to do Mechanics, of course, would be to, like, remove parts of cars, you know, and then reinstall them once a day, and it's kind of a boring slog. So I avoid it as much as I can. I likely don't need a sledgehammer where I'm going, but as long as I have the carry weight, I might not care. Do you think Hotwire should have higher electrical? You know, I don't know. Probably not. Nowadays, yes. In fact, I would say hot wiring nowadays on modern cars should require, like, computer skill. But obviously this takes place in 1993, and cars back then were not computerized like they are now. Or at least, certainly not to the extent. But I don't know. I am not a car mechanic. I don't know much about cars. I don't know how easy it is to hotwire it. I've never done it myself. But I'd imagine the harder you make it, unless there's a meaningful way to grind for the skill, you're just sort of pissing off your player base, I'd imagine. That would be my 2 cents. Because that is, and I believe update 42, which is the next update coming, is going to address a lot of the crafting and skill grinding, or to some degree. But that is probably the current problem I see with Project Zomboid, which is it takes an incredible amount of time to level up certain skills. And the process for leveling it up is absolutely not fun at all. For the average player, in my opinion. I mean, I don't want to speak for all average players everywhere, but I'd imagine, you know, trying to level up tailoring, for instance, you have to spend, you know, like 15 in-game days sewing random things in a random clothing. Like, you know, it's just not fun. It could be improved. Alright, so bookstore is really not that far away. Let's peek out the window to make sure there's no one waiting for me below, because it's not like I can escape anyone. Yeah, I totally get putting in like a ×2 or ×3 speed multiplier for leveling up. That is a very reasonable solution in my mind for the incredibly slow skill gain. And then, of course, the slowest skill gain would be fitness and strength. In vanilla Zomboid, fitness and strength, essentially, you won't ever like I've played this game for like 1,000 hours. I've never leveled up in fitness or strength in my life playing. You know, it might be possible, like, if you're at fitness or strength level, like, 1, and you just spend every night doing push-ups, maybe? But it is so onerously unattainable, that it's sort of insane to even try, in my opinion. So there's some of those skills that are just like, not touching it. It is very snowy. Luckily, I'm not going too far. I may want to take some painkillers, though. Because the amount of pain I'm in, I would do a damage reduction. Yeah, leveling fitness and strength in the game through workouts is very not fun. There are mods that, like, allow you to be like a gym rat or whatever, which, from what I've seen, makes it a little bit more palatable, but it's still not good. It's just less bad. And if the game is to be fun, aiming for less bad is kind of a low bar to meet. So I certainly cannot run from the zombies, but even in my injury, I would be able to shuffle slightly faster than them, which is not saying much, because my shuffle speed is real bad. So what I'm trying to say is I gotta be real careful, because I can't bail on a bad situation gone south. I'm very much stuck. I forget, did I read electrical? Yeah, okay. Now that I've read electrical, if I happen upon anything electrical, I'll just dismantle it. Hey, Mr. FSU. Thank you for the bits. I'm glad you like it. The streams of me hobbling around like a broken man. There was mechanics too. Not looking for that though. Alright, so let's see. I got my big worksheet here. I need, just to let you guys know, to help keep an eye out for things, I need farming 5, first aid 2 and 4, foraging 4, mechanics 1, metalwork 3, trapping 2 and 5. Also, wouldn't mind just regular books. That will help stave off the boredom. Good, nothing like empty shelves. I do have insane loot, or insanely rare loot on, so it's also possible that I just don't find many books here, but we'll see. I'm only after Mechanics 1. Everything else would be gravy. So, none of those. Mechanics 4, nope. I don't think it's likely that I'll ever get to Metalwork 5, but you never know. Fishing, nope. Foraging, yes, this is the only foraging book I require. And now is There's my pen. So carpentry, cooking, electrical, foraging, fishing, and tailoring, all books are acquired. That's pretty good. If I wanted to be learned. Oh, and now farming too. So all farming books. So first aid, mechanics, metalwork, and trapping. Those are the only ones I need to worry about. That's a lot of, it's unusual to have 2 electrical 5 in the same. Trapping 5. Thank you, Bernard's Emporium. Most appreciated. Your abundance. Another thing I could do while I'm here, which isn't a terrible idea, maybe it's not worth my time, is to break down these shelves, because it is wood. Although, you guys didn't vote on that. 1. Is it really going to do this to me? It's going to, like, dangle all the other books I need except for the one mechanic book that I really am after. I think that's what's happening here. Alright, so first aid 2, and now first aid is done. So just mechanics 1, metalwork 3, trapping 2. Hey, Addy. Thank you for the resub. Oh, man. I am not loving all of the growl noises I hear either. I think they're outside, but still sketches me out. What is my current carpentry skill? It is 4. But I haven't fully read the book for next level. So all the more reason to skip these over for now, because I wouldn't be maxing it out. Metalwork 3. Got it. So now it's mechanics 1 and trap 2. Those are the only ones. Mech 1, trap 2. Sounds like a Magic the Gathering card. Oh, well, there's trap 2. Yep, so far my predictions are coming perfectly true. I literally have every single book I wanted except for... Oh, there it is. Mechanics 1. Good. Hey, it's a successful trip. And if I'm not mistaken, that is every single book, every skill book in the game. It's not every magazine. I'm still missing some mags. So if you take a look at the magazines, I'm missing all the Guerrilla Radio, the Farming Magazine, and the Herbalist Magazine. And the Farming Magazine I would really, really, really want. But, you know. That will have to be another search another day. So for me to level up Electrical 1 is really, I think, going to be easy. It's the mechanics that I'm concerned about. Why Electrical is going to be easy is my base is, well, my base has a bunch of TVs and stuff in it, but it's also right next to the Gigamart. And the Gigamart is not a normal Gigamart that I live near. It is the, it's like the Gigamart HQ, and it's full of computers. Like desktop computers. So I could hit level 1. I mean, I don't know how safe the building is, but there's certainly no shortage of computers in there to just grind up skill. Curasisto, thank you for the resub. And I'm driving right on by. You know what? Let's turn around. I was thinking maybe bringing the car into the parking garage underneath the base, but the problem with that is I have no idea how many zombies are down there. Last stream, the parking garage was attracting hordes that could hear the generator, and it became a little untenable. Woof. Dogs are in a mood today. Someone sounds excited. Indeed. Is it possible to add rip sheets as fuel? Yeah. Yep. I could. Yeah, let's put all these away. Oh, no, no. Wrong case. Wrong case. Here we go. I don't think they're all going to fit. I'm, like, at weight capacity here. I think what I'll do is I'll take the 5s out and put the 5s in a different case. It's unlikely for most of the skills that I'm trying to level up that I will get to 5. So they're not, in my opinion, necessary for them to be in the shelves. So if we scan here, I should have 1 through 4 for everything except for mechanics. Well, and carpentry. Alright, so there's 1 through 4 carpentry, 1 through 4 cook, 1 through 4 elect, farm, first aid, fishing, forge. 2 through 4 mechanics because I have the 1 on me because I'm going to read it. Metalwork. Tailoring is on me because I plan on reading it. But I'm actually going to take the tailoring out. I don't need the extra weight. For now. And trap. Okay, so that's every 1 through 4 book. And then all the 5s will stick in this other shelf. If I ever end up getting, like, metal crates or something, I can combine them all. That part was a success. I think what I'm going to do, for the sake of time, is probably read the mechanics book for the rest of today. And then tomorrow go for VHS. Go for some tapes and hope that they have mechanics tapes. Probably best used of my time. Didn't I have... Oh, yeah, there it is. Balls. Okay. The Fire, if you're wondering, has 65 hours of fuel left. I'm going to cut down some trees. If I'm going to be really busy tomorrow, because it's possible that I go out to wherever I need to get the tapes and then I'm not able to come home immediately, just because it's dangerous or I'm way late or something. It'd be good to just have a lot of fuel and not have to worry about it. Where's the radishes? They're in there somewhere. I wonder how bad the move speed is when you have a fractured leg, you're encumbered, and you're wearing, like, military boots. Can't imagine the game's gonna be too kind about my move speed. Like, 1 mile an hour. The good news is I'm right next to my starting outpost, so if I needed to, like, bail quickly... Oh, because I hear them coming. Hustle! Run! She's gonna bite you! She's like in a cocktail dress. Also, yeah, fireman's pants slow me down. Everything slows me down. That's one of the real challenges of Arctic. Obviously, you can cancel out a lot of the cold just by wearing warm stuff, but warm stuff tends to slow you down a lot, so you're in a situation where your move speed sucks. Hello? I am clicking. Okay, the game's like, no, you're not allowed to put fuel in. I think because I'm so encumbered that I don't have room to pick up the other logs. So it was like, oh, you're trying to put 4 logs in? Yeah, you don't have the carry capacity for 4 logs, so we're not going to put any logs in. So now I'm up to 94 hours. Let's get that up a little bit more after dealing with Miss Bitey, who wandered up next to me. Take a quick breather. There we go. Thank you for the heart attack. Note to self. Forward the developers my medical bill. Wouldn't a firefighter want to be fast, though? I think a firefighter is going to want to be more fireproof than fast. If fast was their only concern, they probably would just wear tracksuits. Okay, maybe tracksuits are hyper flammable, but you know what I mean. I think they're more concerned with not catching fire. Although it would be really funny to see a bunch of firefighters in like tracksuits. Be really strange, but I'd pay to see that. At this rate, there's really not going to be much in the way of fuel in this field, is there? But that's probably all that I need to cut down for now. That'll keep the our little hearth going for plenty of time. The twigs for 15 minutes. So important. Much meta. Yeah, and it's doing it again. It's like, you don't have enough weight. So, I have to... Ooh, we have some problem plants. That's not good. Flourishing but diseased. Well, I will have to remove it. So that was cabbage. Because I had checked all the plants and then stopped there because I started cooking. So it was like the next plant I would have checked. But because I don't know how to make mildew or flies cure, because I don't have that magazine, there's no better solution than to just dig it up. Then I can't identify it either, so I don't know if it's devil's water fungus or mildew or, you know, I have no concept. I meant to drop that. So that should be some pretty good time on the clock. Yeah, 136 hours. Not bad. Will I not heal up faster if I stay and organize up the base? No. Organizing your stuff doesn't make you heal faster. Moving around doesn't affect healing. The only thing that's going to slow down healing is if I, re-injure it. But, like, moving around is not going to be a problem at all. So the things that improve your healing are traits, whether you have slow or fast healer, which I have slow healer, but they don't change, obviously, after you start playing. How well fed you are, but right now I'm, like, on the verge of morbid obesity, so I'm not eating much. And then whether you have, what your first aid skill is. So the higher level your first aid skill, the faster you will heal when you do the medical yourself. And then whether you have a comfrey poultice or not, specifically for broken bones. There are other poultices for other wounds. Made out of garlic and... what's the other one? I forget. I will check, because now you have me curious. Comfrey plantains. Yeah. So the comfrey poultice is for bones, and garlic and plantains are for infections and wounds. So those are the only things that affect it. And not, like, waddling around. It would be neat if that was a mechanic, though. Like, if you could rest up. I suppose, technically, if you just want to, like, fast-forward time, it might not be exactly what you mean, but I would be healed sooner. But in this series, the resources are scarce enough that that's probably a bad idea. I would run out of, like, food and fuel and everything. Is there any broken wood left in the apartments? No, I've collected most of the wood, but there's still a lot of furniture to collect. I was waiting for me to read the carpentry book before breaking down more furniture, though. Because, as it is now, you know, I want to get as much experience from disassembling furniture as possible. And I don't fully have the next book read. Hey, Frostlam, thanks for the resub. I feel like I'm a little bit faster now. Slightly. I'm sure I'm not that much more healed. Can you climb, please? Oh, it's right to left. Or left to right, rather. So, tomorrow is Learn to Hotwire Cars, which is get VHS tapes. How long have I been injured for? Really not that long. So my recovery timer is probably really bad. With slow healer, it's going to take like weeks. So, if I was to guess, I'm guessing like 20 more days in game, depending on how well fed I stay. Can you eat glass? Yes. Yeah, from Louis it took about 3 or 4 weeks. Yep, that sounds about right. Did I just leave my flashlight on while I slept? That was dumb. It's out of batteries now. So I've got about halfway through the mechanics book. I'm going to make some quick food. And then go over and try to get some tapes. Hopefully they won't be completely overrun by zombies up in their hit vids or whatever. Victor, do you deserve more than just lentils? Probably. What are we going to add to this? Black beans. Weight is still dropping, but unfortunately I am overweight. Lentils and black beans? That sounds horrible. Or no, the glass. Yeah. Eating glass, real bad. It's right up there with drinking bleach. So, question for you guys. Which hit vids do you want me to go for? There should be one more. You know, I want to find it and mark it on the map. Where is the other one? Come on, where are you? Somewhere to my south, I believe. God, where is it? So many gun stores in this place. But I don't know where the tapes are. Oh, it's near the mall. It is here. So the choices are, I could go to the wharf. So the waterfront hit vids, mall hit vids, or this is, what building is that? That is the horse track. All right, there's the poll. I think they're all roughly equally blah. I have searched. I mean, I started closest to the horse track one because I spawned in these buildings. Well, not this Victor. I guess this Victor spawned in here. But old Victor spawned in those buildings. And I searched the parking lots around the horse track. So the horse track is probably the least populated, but of course things could have been shuffled by since then. And then the waterfront might be a little bit closer, and then of course the mall is a nightmare. But I might be able to sneak in and sneak out. I mean, who knows? The mall itself, the mall proper would be a nightmare, but outside the mall, near the hit vids, yeah, maybe it will work. And so far, I think I have one. I have, like, Survival Exposure Tape 2 or something. I don't actually have it written down. But I believe I do have one of the tapes, so I should figure out which tape that is. Not that tape's way too much. It's not a problem if I grab a copy. Yeah, it is. It's Exposure Survival 2. So I'm looking for Cook 1 through 7, Wood 1 through 7, Survival 1 through 8, and Car Zone. Ideally, Car Zones. Car Zones 1 through 3. My guess is well, I don't know. I will run a prediction. Will I find... how many Car Zone tapes will I find? 0, 1... 2, or 3. Who's a betting man, or woman, or whomever, human, betting human? Place thy bets. All right, waterfront it is. Got my bowls of stew. I just want to top up my water. You know, I probably actually don't need these many water bottles, though. I have 2 in my backpack, and I highly doubt I'm going to need 4 water bottles. I mean, that's kind of extreme. So, I'm going to put them down. Oh, really? The moment I... Whatever. I already took a drink from it, so it's not full. Victor. There's a time and a place. And you're upsetting me. I'm not, on this run, going to worry about actually getting the TV. There, you know, in the high rise, there's plenty of TVs, so I'll have one once I need one. Place is a mess, yep. I only have you guys to blame. You could vote for me to organize my loot, but you never did, so... You know what I'm gonna do? Oh yeah. Put the heater on. So, I need to take a right and go until the last intersection and then take another right. You guys are hoping that I find all 3 tapes? That would be phenomenal. If you find any zombies while I'm driving over there that have, like, I don't know, let's say katanas stuck in them. Whoa, there's a lot of zombies out. Oh, Jesus. Dear car, please do not stall out. I believe it's 2 blocks up. Cool. Looks a bit chilly. It's just a little chilly out. Also, I should probably take painkillers beforehand. And then likely I'm going to have to take beta blockers, like, right as I arrive. Don't touch the paint. Okay, this street sucks because there's a huge... Oh, that car looks fresh, but there's a huge traffic breakdown here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get over. Oh, I can, but, like, barely. It doesn't help that I have, like, a giant boat of a vehicle. Luckily for me, it looks like the crowds are thinning out a little bit around here. I mean, not by much, but... And I'm also, I'm sure, picking up a lot of tails. So it's about half more block up. Here we go. Here's the hit vids. I think I'm going to leave the car running for my protection. Because if I need to run away quickly... Well, okay, when I say run away, if I need to hobble away quickly, it might be necessary to have the car running. Because it's not something that starts quickly. Also, realize I should probably be in the red now. Whoa. Pausing and unpausing very combat adjacent is very sketchy. Come on, Crowbar. I love you. Just, Mr. Crowbar, behave for Ratty Daddy. Another thing I have to remind myself is to not stomp them when I kill them, because stomping them would be very painful with a fractured femur. Ill-advised. It's probably... Well, no, there's still a bit left on the crowbar. I was going to say it's probably in my best interest to ditch the crowbar now, but... it's good enough. Ooh, good crit. 310 damage on that zombie. Those are numbers I like to see. So I'm exerted. So I'm really hoping I'll be able to take a break in a minute. Crowbar is soon to give out, I think. Really? You just had to wander over here? Can't you leave me alone? I'll pay you. The only form of payment the zombie wants is human flesh, and, well, sorry, man. Cheaper to kill you. Alright, I don't think that there's anyone immediately close to me. I think it's going to be okay-ish for me to read, if I'm cautious. All the blood in the snow? No. I'm just making slushies. Strawberry slushies. Guy, really? Come on, man. Oh, fine. You just ruined story time like you're some sort of proud boy. And for that, you get crowbarred. Hey, Tangier, thank you for the resub. Don't. Yeah, horseflies in this temperature, they are a hardy creature. They're the cockroaches of the frozen apocalypse. Okay, I think it's probably safe for me to not have the car running anymore. I don't think I'm gonna need it running anymore. I'm sort of okay. It is getting late in the day though, so let's get in, get out, get going. Oh, there's the store clerk. Squad down. Operation Fort Knox. So those that had predictions out, how nervous are you right now? Because there's not a lot of tapes on these shelves. So I bet those that went with... Oh, hey, it's Tangier. I will keep that tape. And it was a gift sub, true. I'm entirely illiterate. I've got your tape. I'm gonna blackmail you with it. The tape of you and your ex. Secretly recorded. You may have poker... Oh, cook show. So this is... Obviously, I'm looking for car zones. But I will take a cook show. Strange Little Men. Is that the sequel to Tangier? Sorry, dude. You didn't deserve that. Cook show 1. Well, we got a car zone. So those that wagered 1, those that wagered 0, I have bad news. You can't win. But those that wagered 1, it's looking okay. All these shelves look empty, but I'm just gonna... Yeah, they're empty. Oh, God. Things I wish I didn't read for 100. While I'm here, I'm gonna disassemble the computer. I might take the TV as well. No, I'll disassemble this TV. I'll grab a TV from back in the high-rise. I guess during the zombie apocalypse, everybody made a run for the video store. Cook show 5. Danger in your bed. Cook show 6. Well, I got a whole bunch of cook show. Don't I have a TV? Maybe I do. I don't know. I don't know what I have. I've got a memory of a goldfish. Yeah, that's it. So, the ones win. Congratulations, ones. You were correct. What I will do while I'm here, because I might as well, is to take the large metal shelves. Because I am sure you guys won't mind me organizing a little when I get home. So my electrical's already about a third of the way, a little bit more than a third of the way leveling up. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Arctic, which originally streamed live on Twitch April 27th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.